Hey, what's up everyone, Jordan here. Today I want to do a hairstyling tutorial on a natural hairstyle that you could do. This is going to be featuring the Ocean Trico Natural Wax. So I'm actually doing a review of this product as well. So if you guys want to go check out the review of this, I'll link the link to the video down below in the description. So this natural hairstyle that I want to feature today is basically like if you have this kind of hairstyle already, which is pretty standard like Asian or Japanese style haircut. It's got a little bit of an undercut, but if you don't have an undercut, like if it's just all longer, you could totally work with this as well. This is definitely for medium length hair. Like my hair right now is almost covering my eyes. It's still slightly like, it's like half covering it, which is just right because, or I would say on the edge of being too long, because if it's too long, then the style is still going to cover your eyes a bit, which you could totally do. I just find it a little bit annoying if you're going out and your like hair is covering your eyes most of the time. But with this style, you do use the hair iron to curl it up a bit, so it's going to shorten the length. This style is basically just going to be kind of a styled version of what I naturally already have. So right now, as you can tell, my hair is very flat, very straight. So basically this style is just going to make it have a little bit more volume and a little bit more texture while still trying to be as natural as possible. Because with one thing with styling videos is that it is very obvious that you style your hair. You could tell that there is hair product and you put time in styling it. So if you want something that looks a lot more natural, or maybe like definitely one thing that inspired this video is that a girl told me, oh, I kind of like it if you just have more of a natural hairstyle rather than going all out and using a lot of hair products, then you could definitely use this. It's a lot more minimalistic in my opinion. So if this is the style you want to go for, this is the video for you. First off, what I want to do is just going to rinse my hair under the sink, and then so I can reset it and blow dry it. The reason why you want to blow dry your hair, rinse your hair and blow dry it, is mainly just so you can use the blow dryer to help fluff up your hair a bit, because like as you saw, my hair was very straight, very flat, and that's how I just wake up in the morning with. So the blow dryer is just going to help give it some volume. When you blow drying your hair, there's not really any special technique you want to do. Just kind of just rough it up a bit and while you're blow drying, just so you can help add some air into it. One thing I forgot to do actually before blow drying my hair was actually applying the hair oil. Now with this hairstyle, you do want to be using the hair oil anyways, because it's going to help with the natural look and give you a little bit more of a natural shine. So I'm going to apply it on now. Preferably you want to do it before you do the blow dryer because it helps with the heat treatment. But I'm still using this before using the hair iron, so it's still going to be okay. So you just need one pump and you just apply it evenly. For the temperature for the hair iron, I have it at about 150. This is because my hair is a little bit damaged. I did bleach it quite a few times and dyed it a few times. So I want to keep the temperature a bit lower. But if you have like just your natural hair, then you could definitely go up in temperature to around 200. So what I want to do with the sides, and all you want to do really is just grab the strands and make a C curl so that you just give it like a slight curl up, and these C curls just kind of helps give more of a volume. With this style, the hair iron is very simple. So if like you're new to using the hair iron, then this is going to be a really easy style for you, because all you have to do with the rest of the sides is just grab the strands piece by piece and just make C curls upwards like this. Really nothing much to it. You just create, the main purpose of this is just to create volume. So you can see from this side compared to this side, it's just up more. You got more volume, a little bit more texture, whereas this side is really flat and straight. So that's basically the main purpose of what you're doing with the iron. So let's just do the exact same thing for the next side. So now for the top and the front. So what you want to do with the front, very simple, just like the sides. You just want to grab piece by piece and then make the C curl up. And I usually like to hold it for just a couple seconds and let it down slowly like this. And as you can see, it gets up a little bit more. You get quite good volume. So the top part is like the part where you want the most volume, I would say, compared to like the sides, the back, or the front. So yeah, this is only for the top layer for your front. And now for the bottom layer or your front bangs, what you want to be doing is making the C curls again, so it's going up. So it's kind of going up and curling outwards like this, and that way it's going to shorten the length. As you can see, like when I do this, it shortens the length so the hair is not completely, it's not covering my eyes. And then also I want, for this style, you could do it in different ways. You could either go straight down, you could either go straight down, or you could sweep it a little bit to the side like so. And that's what I'm going to do for this time around. Especially when your hair starts to get a little bit longer, you're going to want to have it sweep to the side, just so that it doesn't cover your eyes as much, because it will shorten the length some more. So piece by piece. The curls. With the curls and sweeping a bit to my side, it's not covering my eyes at all now. For the back really simple, just like a lot of other hairstyles I've done. All you have to do is grab the pieces and just make C curls and bring it up like this. And this is just to create the volume, give it some texture, and you just do it throughout the entire back. The back is definitely harder because you can't see as well, but you're just grabbing the pieces back randomly, trying to get all of them, and doing the same motion throughout. So like, even though I'm grabbing the pieces and kind of just doing the back really quickly, the back is actually very important. You want to make sure that you do the back properly and do get volume. Otherwise it's going to look flat in the back, and you really don't want that. You really want it to have volume, otherwise it's going to look a bit weird. We are now done with the hair iron. As you can see, it got quite a bit more texture now, and it's got a lot more volume, way better than when I started. So what you could do is you could actually just apply some hair oil, and then that could be it. Or you could add on the hair wax, which I'm going to be doing. But before I add the hair wax, I will apply the hair oil on and just show you guys what it will look like if you didn't use the wax. So one pump again. So yeah, this is what it would look like with just the wax. And this is if you want to go for the really most natural look, because you literally have no hair wax in your hair. So it's not going to be like hard, or if someone touches it, it's not going to be like sticky. It won't get messed up in the wind or anything like that. The downside, of course, is that it might not hold throughout the whole day. So you might lose like some of the texture from the hair iron after the day sets. But what you could do actually is just apply some hairspray as well, and then that will definitely help. But yeah, if you just want to have a really natural look, but with some texture, some volume, this is definitely a way to go. Way better than just waking up in the morning and just heading out. But now we're going to be using the Ocean Trico Natural Wax, and you don't really need too much wax for this. I'm only grabbing about this much, which is about, I would say, half of what I use normally. Now I'm going to have to use a little bit more, but we're just going to start off with that bit of wax. Just apply it, make sure you get through your fingers. Starting from the back, just kind of bring it all up. And then the top parts. Just like every other time when you're applying wax, just try and make sure you get it on everywhere. Now I'm going to need a little bit more, but the thing here is that you don't want to be applying too much, because if you have too much wax on, then it's going to be a lot more noticeable that you do have wax. And the goal that we are going for with the style is to be a lot more natural. So we want it to look good, but we don't want to look like we have like a lot of product in our hair. So what I'm going to do actually as well is I am going to make sure I get it on the top layers on the front and in the sides. But for the front, I'm just going to apply a little bit on. I don't really have much left in my hands, but I'm just going to apply a little bit in the front just so it has a little bit of a hold. I need a little bit more. Just so it's like not as frizzy from the hair iron, but I really don't want to apply too much in the front because that's going to make the style look a bit more heavy. So I just want it to look light, right? So I'm only applying a little bit here. And now let's bring down the hairs. So we just shake it up while we're bringing it down, making sure we get the volume still. Now you don't want to have too much volume with this hair set. Like I know I'm talking about volume a lot, but if you have too much, then your hair is going to look like kind of like a mushroom, and you don't want that. So try to bring it down like on the sides here, like this part of the hair, just so you don't have like too much volume going on. The thing people do as well is they'll take like a comb, or like I'm using a brush in this case, but it has a point here, and basically just going through your hair like this. And this just kind of helps with like any kind of tangles or anything like that. Just to make it look a little bit more straight. Like you want to have texture, but you don't want it to be like looking super messy like other styles. So that's what using this point is good for. Pretty much done. As you could tell, the style, I'm not sure if you can see too well through the camera, it might not give it justice, but with this hairstyle, we got texture. Hopefully you can see the texture here, and there's a lot more volume. It looks like there's like, it's got a lot more like air through it. So compared to before where it was completely flat, like as flat as just like lying on top of my head and so straight, now we have like some texture into it, some layers, and volume. And also as well, like the main point of this is that it's a lot more natural. So if you're seeing the style in person, like it's hard to tell that there is hair wax. Like you would have to think about it a little bit to believe that there is hair wax, because of course there is like these layers and texture to it, and that just obviously doesn't happen when you wake out of bed. It doesn't look like there's a lot of hair wax in it. It doesn't look sticky, and actually if you touch it, it still feels pretty natural to what the hair is without hair wax. And so if someone's touching your hair, they're not going to get like a bunch of stuff onto their hands or anything like that. It's not going to mess up your hairstyle too much. So if you have like soft hair, it's still going to feel good if you touch it. And yeah, it doesn't look like you have a lot of hair wax into it, which can be a turn off for some people, I think. So definitely if you are going for a natural look, or if you say like you're going on a first date or something and you don't want to stunt out on like some crazy hairstyle, and you want to go more natural, then I would highly recommend doing something like this. So again, this is like the front, this is the sides, and the back. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this hairstyle in the comments down below, or if you have any questions, make sure you ask them in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more hairstyling videos, and thanks for watching. See everyone next time. Peace.